joy at this. Okay, friends, today we are doing the Whirling Waltz event because, we're going back to Fontaine, and the Fontaine past was absolutely fantastic, and Knitch and Brycely are front and center, Ododon and Aoife are there, Verina's there. I have to do this event. On a stroll through the court of Fontaine, when you and Paimon head over to something, because it won't let me scroll! Oh my gosh. Wait, what do I need to do? Recommended quests. Oh, you need to do a little bit of Aranara. I don't understand. I don't understand why. Oh wait, this is a Chronicle of Progress Mushroom Realm Mystery. I don't know whose quest this is, but I did Kenich's story quest. I don't know why the other guys are here, but we're doing this. I do not care. We're getting started on this now. Because I literally, I do not care for the travel quests. I did Kenich's, so I don't know why it's still yelling at me about doing other ones. Is it? What is this? Collective of... Who's the Collective of Plenty? Oh, her? I'm not doing her quest. The cowgirl? No. I'm telling you right now, that's gonna be an immediate no. Oh, I need to switch the game to English also. I heard the English dub is actually functional for this part of the patch, and unlike the Archon quest, so obviously we gotta do this in English. I'm just so... It feels so good to be back in Fontaine, guys. It just feels so great. I love the Fontaine arc. This was peak Genshin storytelling right here, and it looks like we might be going back to that at least.
There's a newsstand over there. Want to grab a copy of the Steambird?
Genshin might be a little loud. Let me lower it.
We know our Fontainian friends love a little drama. There's no way they let their readers down.
Of course they wouldn't.
Isn't that Charlotte?
Let me keep lowering Genshin. Genshin is really, really loud.
Surely that can't be Knitch?
Knitch? What is he doing? He has a new voice actor also. Let's see how I feel. I think he's fine. I think the new voice actor is just fine. Oh, hold up, this one's a gem. A legal restaurant caught serving Saurian stew. Surprisingly popular.
Pretty shocking. But it still feels like it's missing something.
Got it.
Udex gravely wounded in shocking stabbing. Set to miss cross-border smuggling trial.
Oh my, that can't be for real. What are they doing looking at news headlines? What's wrong with the Udex? I hate to admit it, but you won this one. What? Udex gravely wounded in shocking stabbing. Are we talking about it? Is New Millet okay? What happened?
Nuvalet was stabbed and gravely wounded.
Sir, I left y'all for like 1 year, and this is what happens. Oh, I thought I heard familiar voices. Well, if it is in the Traveler and Paimon, of course it's always us. What a coincidence. Mr. Knitch and I were just talking about you two a few minutes ago. Unfortunately for me, he's a very loyal friend, so I pressured him into some juicy details and remained tight-lipped about you. How? Oh, you mean he's a loyal friend to me? Of course he's a loyal friend to me. I did his quest. So, anything you want to share about me about the great traveler's triumphant exploits in that land? It was cringe. It was shonen. It was a team effort. Modest as ever. Anyway, I'm getting a bit ahead of myself, sorry. Let me backtrack a little. Hi, you two. It's been ages. What brings you back to Fontaine?
Hey there, you two. Fancy running into you here.
You and your new voice actor. What a surprise.
Yeah, that, and also a less than pleasant shock. What the heck was all that about a Saurian meat restaurant? And the Udex getting stabbed? Please say you weren't being
They're coming up
serious.
with clickbait. Oh, that we were just trading headlines. Is that what you're talking about?
Trading tabloid
Literally
headlines?
clickbait.
Yeah. Charlotte and I were having a little contest to see who could find the most ridiculous fake news stories. Either I got lucky, or I have a knack for honing in on the most outrageous
Considering the circus
material.
show we had to deal with during your quest, I wouldn't be surprised. I'm sorry you had to see such an unsatisfying side of Fontaine, Mr. Kinney. These third-rate tabloids write their own headlines purely out of shock and stay analyzed. All they care about is grabbing your attention to boost their sales. The ones who got a shred of dignity will at least clarify the truth in the main body of the article, although the misleading headline is always a problem. But others, like the one we're just reading about, we have no qualms about making outright
If I had to
fabrications.
quantify it, I'd say about 1% of what they write is the truth.
It's scamming. Like a how.
Huh? Him?
Lenient.
Can't-
Oh, Naruto. Wait, what happened to
Don't get me
him?
wrong. I'm not trying to give credit to these
Hello?
so-called news stories
didn't
for
see what
occasionally
Kenichi
including a
did.
grain of truth. All I'm saying is, even the wildest leaps of the human imagination are always rooted in reality.
Always.
You mean all those fake headlines you mentioned actually do have some basis in fact?
Does it mean Newland actually got
Sure they do.
stabbed?
For instance, there was in fact a smuggling trial recently.
What
Considering
the-
the amount of speculation surrounding the smuggled goods, it's no wonder there are rumors about restaurants serving saurian meat or teacups being unearthed from ancient ruins.
Excuse me.
But in reality, the goods in question were simply a few ancient relics dug up from ruins in that land. Rest assured, no saurians were harmed in the process.
No saurians are harmed in the process of making this live stream, guys. If you're wondering why the eunuchs didn't preside over the trial, it's because this case was assigned to another judge right from the offset. It's not as if the Palais Mammonia has only one judge. We can't expect Monsieur Nouvelette to handle every single case himself. On a more interesting note, the trial in question went unremarkably smoothly. And it was all thanks to Mr. Kenich's testimony as a key. Kenich, what were you doing here? What are you doing here?
Paimon
What
so
is he
busy
doing
freaking
here?
out about those headlines that she totally forgot to ask why you're here in Fontaine.
Yeah, this is all a misunderstanding. The world's not going to end. I'd even bet it'd be a better world for you, Mr. Kenichi would agree for another exclusive interview.
It was a pretty open and shut case, and my testimony in court was clear enough.
She's always in for the
But
next
I'm
big
guessing,
scoop.
Mademoiselle Charlotte, you're less
Mademoiselle.
interested in the case than you are in trying to uncover
Okay,
some news stories
Kenich.
about Natlan.
Okay. You saw right through me. Guess I'll put down the keen instincts of a renowned saurian hunter. Any
I
response to that?
appreciate your
Or
kind invitation, but like I said, storytelling isn't really my forte.
Kenich is so different now.
Kanich the speechless! Kanich the tongue-tied!
Bam.
Huh?
If you're dead set on doing an interview, why not talk to the traveler?
Why
instead?
always me again? Why can't you join me? That's a brilliant idea. Also means I need a bit more time to prep. Let me look together a thorough list of interview questions. I'm not allowed to refuse you. I know I can be persistent, but at the end of the day, it's your call. Anyhow, I should probably get back to work. I also need to get down a questionnaire and report these increasingly outrageous tabloids. Farewell, my friends, until we meet again. Thank goodness that unvoiced lady's gone.
Never stops dancing. Anyway, Paimon just has to ask. That how thing that popped out before.
A how
Or
thing.
Was it a how? It kind of looked like a how. but
What?
at the
Is it
same
not a
time-
how?
Oh, that thing.
That thing?
Yeah, that was a how.
What happened to a how?
What's up with him? Like, he's still noisy, but he's way quieter than before.
Is he shy?
Trying
Could be.
Him
not
smiling.
acclimatizing? Aw, poor almighty
Paimon.
Dragonlord is not feeling well.
Too bad he can't come out to argue back.
What happened to him?
What
What?
do you mean?
There's nothing physically wrong with him. It actually has to do with a strange law we learned about after arriving in Fontaine.
Oh, don't tell me it's that flying law.
Apparently, it's forbidden to release flying objects within Fontaine city limits during the first 3 days of each month.
Paimon.
Paimon sure does. Paimon's been down this
Kenichi doesn't
road
want to go to
before.
jail.
There's an easy solution. As long as Kanich holds onto a house
A
tail, he'll be
balloon.
considered an almighty Dragon Lord balloon.
Gosh, this is so
Flying
silly. I
almighty
forgot this is how we got introduced into Fontaine when we were about to get put in jail.
Not gonna lie, I was considering that. But a How wasn't too thrilled
A
with the
How's
idea
pissed.
of puffing and puffing away in the form of a mini helium balloon. That said,
The way he talks, it sounds like
pretty
this is a
annoying
helium
how he keeps
balloon.
randomly popping up all of a sudden. Anyway, this morning I saw a notice outside the Palais Mermonia about an event that's set to take place outside the city soon. Something to do with filmmaking. I hear that's all the rage here.
It's all the big
I was
rage
planning
here.
to stay here and do some exploring for a few extra days anyway. So I think I'll go check it out. It'll be a good chance to let that noisy helium balloon out.
He is a
You might
noisy
even learn a thing or
balloon.
two. If you're free, why don't you come along?
I don't know how the gamers feel about Kenichi, but I like his new voice actor. I think it's
I know
fine.
where it is. So let me lead the way.
He's more gentler though, I guess. Does that make sense? His deliveries are a lot more gentler than old Knight. There's a trial part of the story. Hello, Scott. Yes, the way I do events, because I stream them, I do them all in one sitting, so I don't really take breaks or stop in the middle of it or anything. I do it all in one sweep.
Looks like I remembered correctly. Here we are.
Wow,
I heard
you
this one's only
love
2.5
that.
hours, so I think we're gonna be
It was just an
vibing.
empty beach before.
Dang, it's cleaned
Yeah,
up over
It was still
here.
completely deserted only a few days ago when I passed by on my way to testify at the Opera House.
They let a witness just waltz over there?
There must be some efficient workers in Fontaine. Quite impressive.
A few days? One night was all it took.
Okay, I'm very impressed already because if this was pre-Natlan, they would not have animated her like that. I love that. Anyway, I actually recognize this NPC. The voice actor for this NPC got fan art commissioned of her. She really loves doing the role here. I forgot her name, but yeah, I remember like her seeing a post just this morning about the voice actor getting fan art commissioned of this NPC right here.
But is this all it takes to blow people away? Oh, no, no, no. Given my past experience, I can't let myself get carried away.
Here are you again?
Oh no, you've forgotten me? Oh, does graph adversarial technology ring any bells? It's me, Pauline.
She's so animated. I love her. I literally forgot about Lupine Pauline if we met her before. I'm gonna be honest, I like her though. I do not remember meeting her though.
Of course. How else would we have managed to build Fantasyland in a single night?
Wait, where is she from? The way I'm looking her up now. Lupine Pauline. Who is she? She's in the World Quest. She first appeared in Counter the Phantom Blubber Beast. The what now? During the Graph Adversarial Technology Experiment log event. I did not do this event. This was in 4.2. I did not touch this event, I swear. I did not even play this game during 4.2, I'm pretty sure, because the main story didn't continue. Yeah, the main story didn't oh no, it did. I'm pretty sure I did not touch this request. Graph Adversarial Technology Experiment log. I literally don't remember doing this quest. That's so funny. I feel bad. Wait, where else is she from? Yeah, that's the only time she shows up. I might have done her quest a long time ago. It says there's a world quest featuring her. I'm pretty sure I did not finish this quest. It was a film event? Yeah, I did not do this.
Fantasyland?
At least that's how I
But
like to think of it myself.
they're acting like I
A magical
recognize her
land of
anyway.
fantasy, the stuff of film buffs' dreams. I know it sounds
But
like I'm laying
she's
it on thick,
friendly.
but that really is the goal here. As you can see, the theme of this amusement park is Fontainian filmmaking, a place for all film lovers to come together and co-construct a world of dreams.
Co-construct? Well, that's a relief. Sounds like you're sharing the cost this time rather than pouring your
Actually, I think I
entire
did do
savings
this
into a
event. No,
single
I think I
buck.
did do this event, funny
No,
enough, which is
I
why.
might be inviting others to
we
help fund
recognize
this,
each
but that
other.
doesn't mean I haven't thrown all my life savings
But it was
into
unvoiced,
too.
I think, this event. It's been so long, I can't
You've
remember
gotta be
anything.
kidding. Look at you,
Puny little humans.
Recklessly betting your entire future against some stupid vanity project. If you're expecting even an ounce of sympathy from the almighty Dragon Lord, dream on! Mockery is all you shall get, straight from the heart!
Wait, I need to BRB. Oh my gosh. Knit.
Sorry, just ignore that
Okay.
little gizmoid. He likes to butt
Knit
in
just so
occasionally.
disappointed. Boom.
Do go on.
I love how animated this is. Okay, I need to BRB. Okay. Okay, I'm back. Is my microphone working? We're good. Alright, Kinich, I apologize. You've been posing for that long.
Gizmoid? Who you calling Gizmoid? You're the Gizmoid!
Wow, that's quite a nifty mech you've got yourself there. Is it some sort of smart personal assistant? You ought to let Miss Charlotte see your cool gadget. Who knows? Maybe you could even look into mass production.
Mass production? Ugh, insolent, vulgar, and disrespectful! I, the Almighty Dragon Lord, am one of a kind! There has never been another like me, nor will there ever be!
Never.
And another thing, smart is the understatement of the century! I shall have you know that I am Kahula-How!
Kahula-How, I am.
I lived for eons long before any of you were born!
Okay, King, pop off.
What? Heavens above! I beg your pardon, forebear of ancient wisdom. Please, I meant no offense.
Idiot meets idiot.
What's all the fuss? Making some new friends, are we?
Ah, Navia, hi.
Miss Navia! Allow me to introduce the star behind all the work that's gone into this venue. Miss Navia, president of Fontaine Spina di Rosula.
Hello, everyone. Partner, Paimon, how have you been lately?
My trusty partner.
Hello there. I'm Kinich.
I love everybody being friendly with one another. Except for a how.
Me! My servant can't even give me a proper introduction!
You think someone yelling their name out in the middle of a public street really needs an introduction?
He's not wrong. I caught yours just now, in
Well, at
fact.
least Navi is still trying to be friendly with him.
So, you must be the almighty Dragon Lord, Mr. Ahau. It's a pleasure to meet you.
Everyone's like, wait, she's being nice? Hal doesn't have any hands. Paimon.
See that? That's what I call proper.
They're all just
Well,
too stunned
well,
to speak.
It's not every day you meet a well-mannered human. Navia, was it? Excellent. You may address the Almighty Dragon Lord by his name. Navia, don't you think the title Almighty Dragon Lord is a bit
I
silly?
mean, it is.
It's no big deal. All little animals do that, don't they? Try to puff themselves up
Is she
to look
trying
more
to say a
impressive.
how is like a chihuahua?
Anyway, it's all thanks to Miss Navia and the Spina di Rosula that Fantasyland's gotten up and running in the space of a single night. Honestly, thank heavens! After all that paperwork and endless waiting, the event and venue finally got the green light. I couldn't wait a moment longer. The second the approval came through, I reached out to President Navia hoping she could lend a hand. After all, who else but the Spina di Rosula would indulge such impulsive demands?
Why are you crying, girl?
Sorry, traveler.
She's
Miss Lapine
very...
Pauline sometimes gets a bit overwhelmed by her own
Me
excitement.
too, girl.
As
Me
I'm
too.
guessing she hasn't gone into much detail about the event yet. So let me fill you in. In short, the Cheval Moran Film Fantasyland is a fan convention that's open to film enthusiasts from all over Teyvat. Miss Lapine Pauline is hosting this event and also providing technical support.
Huh?
Huh?
Cheval Moran?
That's right, the one and only Surintendant Cheval Moran.
The what now? I cannot. That's a lot of French you just said,
After much
lady.
persistence and many solicitations, I finally obtained Lady Farina's permission to use
Her
the
friend.
image of her close
What?
friend.
What?
Not only is our adorable mascot
Oh,
drawing
the
in
little
fans by the minute,
seal.
but she's also boosting her own
Oh, her
popularity.
little friend.
That
Okay.
was always the goal. A win-win arrangement.
It's been a while since we last met, but still, it's a surprise.
It's been
to
a
hear
very
that
long
people
time. I did
come
not
up
even
with
remember who
such
she was.
sensible
Whoops.
ideas. By the way, Miss Lapine Pauline, have you decided to switch careers and go into film tech?
not exactly. By chance, one of the prototype lenses I developed caught a
Oh, she was the
photographer's eye,
lens
and it's
lady
now
from
being
that event.
used
No, I
for
actually did
latest
this event.
cinematic
One of the few events I
productions.
did during Fontaine Arc.
Thanks to this unexpected opportunity, I've had the chance to invent various film-related equipment and props.
That's right. So don't underestimate Miss Lapine Pauline.
I think I was
our
trying to grind a
resident
bunch of gems
engineer.
because Farina
She's
was
the
her
technical
banner was up or
powerhouse at the
something like
core
that
of this
back then.
entire event. As for the Spina di Rosula, we're mainly here to take care of planning, operations, and management. For anyone feeling inspired to set up a booth, Miss Lapine Pauline and I will provide the necessary technical and operational support once their application has been approved. By the way, traveler, are you at all interested in taking part? It would be a chance for you to earn some extra income.
Primo
With your skills,
gems.
I'm sure you could bring something special to the table.
Paimon would be even more tempted if you were to say, throw in one of those fancy
Of
feasts
course
she's
she
seen
wants
in
a
those
fancy
gourmet
meal.
food reels.
Well, as it happens, that'll be a piece of cake. Everyone needs to eat, whether they be tourists or the stall owners themselves. So thanks to Miss Navia's help, we've managed to invite none other than the celebrity chef, Miss Escoffier, to run our theme restaurant. Look over there.
You.
Oh,
Yes, you.
is
For
she?
the last time, the ingredients have to be in the right ratio. Get it right next time, or you might as well just lie down on the chopping board yourself.
Escoffier. A famous chef and pioneer, Fontaine's position in gastronomy, a culinary movement that rigorous physician, quantitative methods that are routine to scientific experimentation. Okay, she does gastronomy. I was not about to read all that.
Right now.
Y'all want me to read with this voice acting?
Well, I'm sold. I think I'll make a How go be her assistant.
Kick out of how.
What's your game here?
Demoiselle, sorry to bother you, but there's an issue over here that requires your personal attention.
Okay.
Apologies. Looks like it's back to work with me. Please feel
It's
free to
always
take a
back
gander
to
at
work.
what we've got. Anyway, if you're interested in taking part, come find me later.
Okay, sure. Okay. Talk to Navia? Okay, that's probably for the mini games, but I don't really care about the mini games. Let's keep going with this.
Greetings. Apologies if you overheard my harsh words just now, but I assure you it is entirely necessary. The sheer lack of standards here will be the death of me. Do you have any idea of the kind of customers I'm gonna get with how lax
She's
things are at the
so
moment?
hello?
The ones that leave their guns
this
on
lady
by
okay?
accident and then come back to collect them later, bringing ammunition with them.
Yeah, that's the kind of customer you wouldn't forget in a hurry.
Oh.
Wait, has that happened before?
No, it's just the mention of guns reminded me. Someone did actually leave their gun nearby.
What? What in the
Just before
yeehaw?
we started setting up, as we were cleaning up
What
the site,
in the
someone
freedom
stumbled upon
units?
a mysterious locked box. It didn't look like something from Fontaine, though. It had more of a Natlanese vibe.
A
Oh.
Natlan gun?
Do you think a foreign tourist might have left it behind?
That's what I assumed at first. But the box was buried beneath a pile of wooden planks, rocks, and whatnot, so it seemed like someone deliberately hid it there. But I didn't see much point in
Dang.
speculating, so the best thing I could think of was to hand it over to the authorities. I trekked all the way over to the Palais Mermonia just to hand it in. Ugh, it was exhausting.
What did the authorities make of it?
Oh, they made a mountain out of a molehill, as usual. Before even addressing the question
you're
of
one
what
to
was
talk,
actually
lady.
inside the box, they had several heated discussions about whose responsibility it was to write the lost and found notice. Thankfully, the ever-reliable Officer Sedine stepped up and immediately called in the Marechaussee Phantom to crack the lock and check if there were any dangerous items inside. And As it turned out, there was a gun.
Wow, that's a dangerous item, all right.
Mind if I ask what kind of gun it was?
Oh yeah, Mr. Kanich, you're from Natlan, aren't you? Do you know a lot about guns?
You could say it comes with the job. I have an interest
I feel
in
like it would
weaponry
depend
and
on the tribe.
Ugh, such a spoiled brat. What, are the toys I gave you not good enough for you anymore?
all. Yep, got sick of those long ago.
You little... Don't dare you turn your nose up at my gifts! Why
Why?
Time for a timeout, old-timer. Sorry, where were we? Oh yeah, do you recall what the gun looked like?
It's a bit hard to describe. If you ask me, it didn't even really look like a gun.
What the? Then what is it? How did you know it was a gun?
Give me a second. I'll knock out a quick sketch.
How are you so sure? I guess you said it doesn't look like a gun. Oh, she's really yawning, guys. Oh.
Something like this.
What
Whoa,
on
it's
earth?
So neat and precise.
It's nothing.
Hmm.
Sorry. Is something wrong with my
Knit seems to
drawing?
recognize it.
I know it doesn't really look like a gun, but I assure you, this is exactly what it looked like. And it certainly could shoot as well, too. I confirmed that with the officer from the Marechaussee Phantom.
It shoots?
No, quite the opposite. The features are very accurate, and it is definitely from Natlan. Please, don't mind me. I'm just taking a moment to admire it.
Okay, Knit, sure.
I should be the one thanking you. Thank you, and everyone else for your support.
Don't mention it. Besides, we haven't really done anything.
Not at all. The buzz and excitement you guys bring is exactly what this event needs. Oh dear, I'm starting to feel a bit guilty watching everyone else toil away. Guess it's about time I got back to work too. But just before I go, one last thing. Traveler, it's wonderful to see you. Here's to a successful collaboration.
Hopefully with a lot less painful minigames. It seems Knitch has something to say. Let's go find a quiet spot. After saying goodbye to Lapine, Polly, and you and Knitch find somewhere to chat.
I'm sure you noticed that there was something unusual about that gun.
What is it?
Correct. It's most likely an old weapon dug up from some ancient dragon ruins. Based on my experience, it might be more accurate to refer to it as a hand cannon. But in Fontaine terms, it's not wrong to call it a gun. Given why I came here,
It's a
don't you
yeehaw
think it's
weapon.
curious that an ancient dragon relic of unknown origin would turn up like this, out of the blue? I suspect this gun might have something to do with that smuggling case. Time is of the essence, so I'd like to head over to the Palais Mermonia.
Do you
to
think
verify
this
my
was trying to
suspicions.
get smuggled in here? Okay.
Perfect. Then we can head out right away. Or, if you want to catch up with your friends first, I can wait.
You want me to do this quest for Navia? Where is Navia? Do I really want to do this right now? I don't think I want to do this right now. I'm pretty sure this is to unlock an event or something. I'll deal with that later.
The fresh vegetables from the new batch are exceptional quality.
Very good cooking. I heard her quest is pretty good, but obviously I did not do her quest. Who's up right now? Is it her? Oh, it's her. And Navia. But yeah, I have no plans on doing anything else but the main story for this event. So that whole Navia branch I will not do today. These two!
Oh, man.
I know exactly what the both of you are.
Bro,
Why are you calling me bro? I thought it was Aoife's job.
are you mimicking me? Now's not the
I
time.
know exactly what the
Come on.
two of you are.
No, I mean, one of our buddies is here, for real. Quite a few of them, actually.
Knit. Husbandos everywhere. This is how I win.
Huh? How come you're... Ah, I'm guessing Kanich is here because of that international smuggling case, right? I've heard quite a bit about that.
Yes,
Word sure
sir.
gets around quickly, huh?
First time abroad and you're already making headlines.
Oh, stop it. It's not like I was the center of attention.
Wasn't expecting to see the Traveler and Paimon here too, though.
Come on, Aoife.
Huh?
A traveler, by definition, is someone who travels around.
Fair point.
Very
Anyway,
fair
back
point.
on topic. Wait a second. I lost my train of thought. What were we talking about again?
Why, you're all here, of course.
For
Vegetables.
Kakuku.
For cuckoo, for vegetables, what?
I'll go first.
Y'all have
It's
very
for the
different opinions on
Chevrolamine
that.
Film Fantasyland. Wait, is that right?
It's Cheval Moran.
Ah, right. I keep stumbling over that one. Guess I owe Cheval Moran an apology, even if she's not here. Anyway, long story short, the festival restaurant urgently needed fresh vegetables from Natlan, which is why Aoife and I are here.
Okay,
So, you
I
guys are
guess that makes sense.
vegetable couriers?
He is. I'm just here as a responsible adult. It's his first time traveling so far away from home, and all the elders in his tribe were worried. So they had me come along.
Even though it's your first time too.
Right, but they still picked me to accompany you. You gotta wonder why that might be.
Don't you get it? They all just saw how overworked you were, so they used it as an excuse to send you off on a vacation.
Wait, what? So I'm getting the grandson treatment now too? See? Doesn't matter how much older you are than this dude. Hang out with him long enough, and you'll eventually find yourself being treated like a kid.
Meaning everyone looks after you. What's so bad about that?
Oh, what the
In
heck is
theory,
this
nothing at
dynamic
all.
with these two?
In that case, guess I better start over. Hi guys, my name's Aoife.
And I
and
just turned
5.
I just trying to mock him. Nice to meet you.
Paimon's not sure who the responsible adult is
Me
anymore.
neither. Me neither.
So, what about Kakuku? If
Kakuku.
he was here, we'd be making more
Kakuku.
ruckus than we already are.
That's exactly what's got me worried.
The bird's missing? Oh
Aoife, There's
no.
nothing to worry about. You're a big boy. You can handle yourself now even without Kakuku.
You think that's what I'm worried about? Anyway, my priority right now is Kakuku. Suffice it to say, Kakuku's in big doo-doo.
What happened to the bird?
He's so small, and all he knows are a few harmless phrases. What kind of trouble could he even get himself into?
Let me guess. Did he get caught out by the law on flying objects?
Bro, you too?
Not me. How?
Oh, that pesky little chatterbox. So that's why he hasn't interrupted us this whole time. Guess he's too scared to show his face.
That, plus he's already spouted enough nonsense for one day. So I've put him on mute until tomorrow.
Nice one. If I was even half as decisive as you are, I would have kept a closer hold on Kakuku so he didn't get a chance to go flying off.
I guess that's what flying objects do.
Oh no, bro.
The flying
I'd
objects
rather-
law is so silly to
Did
bring
Kakuku
back.
get caught by the guards for flying around?
Mm-hmm.
If they had managed that, we'd at least be able to track him down. But when the guards started chasing him, Kakuku flew into that building next door. I wouldn't be surprised if there was a high-stakes pursuit going down in there as we speak. Just like one of those cool crime movies.
Which building? That one?
Yup, that's the one. Kakuku sure has a good eye for a getaway.
Oh,
It's the tallest building
Okay.
around. I may be able to fly up pretty high, but checking every last window would still take quite a while. As for Aoife, well, let's just say he's not flying anywhere without a Saurian. Sorry about that.
Not like it's my fault, though. You don't have to apologize on my behalf.
Wait a sec. What's this got to do with how high you can fly? Kakuku's got himself into a real mess here, like a panicked animal running straight into a trap. It's pretty worrying. I'm starting to picture him flapping through a barrage of gunfire while important documents are flying about.
Imagine that picture.
Heck yeah. If anyone can pull it off, it's Kakuku.
See, oh,
He's
don't
always
saying
been
heck
such an
yeah is
awesome
so
source.
edgy
I
teen
believe in him.
energy. I don't know. In other words, right now in this building there should be one awesome source. There should be two awesome source.
For real now? Do you even hear yourself, bro?
Bro,
Of course I'm for real. I'd
what
never
on
make
earth
light
is
of
this
something like
English
that.
dub, man?
Alright. Everyone's an awesome source.
Awesome sauce.
The human version.
Wait a minute.
But our priority right now should be to go in there and check up on Kakuku.
Get the
Leave it
bird.
to us.
You sure? Wow, awesome. That'll be a huge help.
And if Kakuku doesn't listen to you, I give you permission to pull out a couple of his feathers.
Tee.
Wait, since when was that up to you?
Well, then it's your call, bro.
All right then, if Kakuku doesn't listen to you, I also give you permission to pull out a couple of his feathers.
There you go. If he
What
objects to
on
that,
earth is
tell him to
this
come
these
find
two's
us.
dynamic?
He won't. Trust me.
We gotta go find the bird. Oh wait, I want to talk to these
Back when we
two.
first met Kakuku in the wild and I begged you to take him under your wing, I never imagined you'd end up spoiling him.
I know
rotten.
exactly what the two of you are.
And I never imagined you'd be nagging me about it.
Oh, well, I definitely saw that coming.
Huh?
You're only 5 years old.
You're
after
only
all.
5 years old. Huh? You remembered that. Y'all some goofballs. Okay, let's go in here. As I get flashbanged by Genshin's loading screens.
Nothing new there. What's all that commotion?
What the? They're arguing. Monsieur Nouvelette's office. Who's arguing? Sadine? There's strange sounds coming from Monsieur Nouvelette's office. Do you think we should go and check in on him? What the heck? Risley! Strange noises. What are y'all doing in here? No way, bro. Oh, they are fighting with the bird. Nouvelette.
Did he say he came from Natlan?
Oh, y'all are talking with the bird. No, get out of
I
here.
can understand his words, just not what they mean.
Because he's just repeating what other people say.
Oh no.
Hello. Hey, we need to save this bird, bro.
He keeps repeating the same things over and over again.
Risley.
Oh, you know one another.
He's a bro of a
He's
bro.
a friend. Yeah, a saurian friend of a human friend.
Great. Well, that was easy. Looks like we tracked
Y'all
down
are
the
you
owner.
gonna say hello?
Guess that's one less lost and found notice for you to write, Monsieur Nouvelette.
For real?
For real?
Traveler, was there something
Hello,
important you wanted to discuss with
Risley.
the
I'm so
Udex?
happy you're here in
I'm just
English
about
and
done with my
everything.
business here. Need me
One
to
of the
step
best
out?
designed male characters in this
Stay
game.
and hear them out first. Perhaps it will have some bearing on your own work. If I'm not mistaken, you are the same Mr. Kanich who served as a witness in the smuggling trial.
It is him.
I take it there's been a further development in the case.
That's right. Very perceptive, Mr. Udex.
So you've met Nervalette before?
Mhm.
But wasn't the trial overseen by another judge?
I've seen his photo in the papers.
Ah.
But as for this other gentleman,
He likes hiding in the
Allow
shadows.
me to introduce you to Mr. Risley, administrator of the Fortress of Meripede. Or in layman's terms, Fontaine's prison warden.
So many
Please,
husbandos on
feel
the
free
screen.
to
This is
share
how I
anything about the
win.
case. There's no need to keep anything from him.
Pleasure to meet you.
Pleasure to meet you.
Wow, that sounded just like me.
The bird is
But
very good
should
at
we really
imitating.
discuss official business in front of the Saurian?
Oh wow, oh no.
He repeats whatever
I
you
believe
say.
he said, or rather, I suppose he meant, that he'll keep this to himself.
Will he? Is he smart enough
Though I
to?
should mention, Mr. Kukuku, that we will have to ask you to sign a confidentiality
You're gonna make the bird
agreement.
try to sign something? You're crazy.
Bro,
Sure thing, bro. This bird is it. Awesome,
Let
sorry.
us return to the matter at hand. Mr. Kanich, was there something else you wanted to discuss relating to the case?
yes. Let me fill you in.
Kanich tells Nouvelette and Risley about the Lapine Pauline finding the gun. You need. Wait, what? Naval makes inquiries about the relevant personnel. Sure enough, they locate the box and the gun that Lapine Pauline spoke of.
Wow! It really is exactly like Lapine Pauline's sketch! That must be all that practice drawing engineering blueprints, huh?
So if it's true that this weapon came into Fontaine alongside the contraband from the smuggling case, then there's a high chance we overlooked a suspect.
That's exactly my line of thought.
Wow.
I see. Mr. Kanich, thank you for reporting this promptly. I'll arrange for the Marachose Phantom to investigate right away.
I'm beyond
We
it,
should
you
begin by
guys.
questioning the prisoners
One
in
day I'll wake
custody.
up.
Wrightsley.
I'll sign
Ricely.
off on the interrogation request. Don't you worry.
That would be much appreciated.
It's lucky that the Palais Mermonia wasn't scheduled to release any public bulletins today, and that this gun's lost and found notice hasn't been written up yet. In other words, the news hasn't leaked.
We have it under
I'll be
wraps.
staying in Fontaine for the time being. If there's any progress in the investigation or you need my help, feel free to reach out anytime.
That goes for me too.
Yep, we were just
Yep.
about to go help out with Lapine Pauline's convention. If there's any news, we'll keep you all posted.
Marvelous. Thank you all. Well then, all that's left is to...
Look. The bird.
You miss me, bro?
He really does come out with the most
This bird
unexpected
is so
things.
silly.
Who did he learn it all from?
A couple top bros from Natlan.
Huh. Well, it's pretty extraordinary.
It's pretty odd, aren't they?
Anyway, according to due process, we must first determine whether Mr. Kakuku qualifies
And I
as
think
a
you and
flying
Novelette are very
object.
odd, Ricely.
And, following on from our conversation just now, he also needs to sign a confidentiality agreement.
Oh,
Drafting said agreement may take some time.
a contract.
Looks like you'll be staying with us for a while then, Kakuku. Excited?
The bird's in prison. No, this poor bird.
That would save us a lot of trouble. Many thanks.
All right then, we'd better get going. No need to see us off.
Ricely.
I know you mentioned a while back that people from Natland would soon start showing up all over the world. But I hadn't expected anything like this.
It seems no matter where they come from, all dragons are inquisitive by nature.
You can say that again, bro!
The same might well be said for humankind. The real reason you chose to stay to investigate this case was your curiosity about Natlan and Mr. Kakuku, was it not?
Of
Guilty as
course.
charged. So,
I know exactly
thought we'd
what
take
y'all
this
are,
opportunity to
Violet.
chat a little more. We've got the world's best translator on hand, after all.
Sure thing, bro!
Sure thing, bro. The gun. Okay, we gotta go tell Odoron and Aoife, and they're gonna be in disbelief. Tell Odoron and Aoife what's been going on. Okay.
Aurora and Aoife, we found Kakuku!
What's the situation? How bad is it?
There's some good news and some bad news.
Oh no. When I saw that Kakuku wasn't with you, I'd already prepared myself for
He's
the
still
worst.
breathing.
Relax, Aoife. Maybe Kakuku just prefers high-rise living now. Sometimes you just have to let the kids grow up and make their own choices in life.
For real now? Do you even hear yourself, bro?
It's not that bad. Kakuku's fine. Still very much alive and kicking for starters.
Mm-hmm.
He hasn't been arrested either, so no jail time.
See?
You're not exactly reassuring me here.
Super's playing booty watch without me.
Well, it's really not that bad.
In and out. Yes, in and out. Hello, Prophet. I had in and out. Yep.
Secret stuff. So
Yep.
he has to stay at the Palais
Very good
Mermonia
to
for
shake.
a while to sign a confidentiality agreement.
Happy Saturday, Prophet.
But there's no need to worry. The person in charge of looking after Kakuku is
I want to
super nice, so
Overwatch
he'll be
it.
absolutely
We
fine.
gotta do this event. I really gotta finish this thing. You recognized the cup? Of
All right.
course you did.
That doesn't sound too bad after all. Wow, hearing
I
that's
finished
put my
it
mind
though.
to
It's all
rest.
done.
But based on my understanding of how things work here,
Well, I think
the
that's a
ban on flying
Soup's on
objects should be over
Overwatch
by the time
too.
Kakuku actually gets out.
Addict even.
What a shame. Oh well, I guess we'll just have to go have some fun without him.
You don't look disappointed in the slightest.
What did I want in
Anyway,
personal time
Aurora
with
and I will be
Eva?
staying in guest rooms upstairs at the Hotel de Boer for the time being. Feel free to drop by if you need us.
All right, bro.
Problem solved. All right, let's catch up another day.
That was Act 1? That took me forever. Okay, let's keep going. Where's Act 2? But yeah, what you planning today, Prophet? What the plan? You should get in and out. Ding. Dog sitting. Oh, did you have to reschedule that group trial? You were gonna trial, right? I guess you're rescheduling?
Let's head over to the Palais Mermonia to see how Kakuku's doing.
Kakuku. How's this bird? What y'all doing? Oh, you caved and got PS5. See, what's crazy is I don't think PS5 version of Dawn Trail has ever gone on sale yet. Even though for Endwalker, by this time of the expansion, Endwalker went on sale, but I don't think Dawn Trail has went on sale in PS5 ever. Yeah, Dawn Trail has never ever gone on sale. Which literally, like, at this point for Endwalker, it went on discount, so I'm not sure what's going on.
Oh, hey, my little dudes.
My little dudes.
Oh, wow, Kakuku's learned a new greeting. Is that good news or bad news, though?
He's repeating whatever they're saying. Yeah, I hope it goes well, Prophet. Because let me tell you, I don't know what it is about being on PS5. Even though I play on controller always, I
Sorry, I did everything
play
within my
worse on
power.
PS5.
But so far, I've only managed to teach him how to say good morning.
Good morning.
Wait, so that's all you've been up to this whole time?
Y'all accomplished nothing.
Get out of here.
Who said get out of here?
Huh? Okay, so good mornings aside, please tell Paimon there's been some other progress too.
Of course. That's why I'm here. Kakuku's not the only one that Mr. Risley's been getting to talk. I'm referring, of course, to the convicts.
Risley interrogating? I want to be interrogated by
These
Risley.
guys weren't exactly tough nuts to crack.
So, what's the deal?
After racking their brains, they remembered speaking to an inconspicuous middle-aged
Are you
man
sure he's
just as they were
inconspicuous?
preparing to pack up and leave Natlan. He was dressed in the manner of the children of
You would
Echoes and
cave
carrying a
it.
box.
No,
Plus,
I
the
would
description
never
matches
cave.
the one the gun was found in. All in all, he didn't look any different from your average Natlanese traveler. Perhaps seeing that they were dressed as merchants, this man stopped for a chat, inquiring where their goods were
In
headed,
and out.
and even asking if they could share a boat. The smugglers were very cautious, though. They didn't tell him any specifics. But all this happened before I crossed
But it's
paths with them.
Risley doing that, though. I think I
I
would be
happened to
fine.
notice them as they were preparing to set sail. I thought they looked shady, so I snuck aboard, and ended up being carried along all the way to Fontaine.
You were following a bunch of smugglers as a stowaway, and you ended up here. Okay. That's kind of silly. Act 2. Wait, what are we doing? Why is a how my loading screen? I just realized that.
Boss, do we know if those Fontainians will even like this stuff? What if we can't shift it?
Oh, Knitch was following
And
them.
that's why we call you a rookie. It's all supply and demand, kid. Supply and demand.
This music is really
Natlan's
good, by
story
the
trade
way.
is just starting to
Prophet,
lift
this music
off.
is very Phoenix
There'll be a
Wright.
market
If
for it,
I'm
you'll
gonna be
see.
quiet so you can let it play, but it sounds just something out of Phoenix Wright. Does this not sound like when you're like trying to interrogate someone in Phoenix Wright though? It sounds just like that. Objection.
That's right. So stop giving the boss
It literally
trouble,
sounds like when
rookie.
someone's giving a
Just do your
testimony
job
in
and keep an
Phoenix
eye on the
Wright.
goods.
Are they merchants? Have they come to Fontaine to do business? Scarred face. Calloused hands. On closer inspection, the fabric looks worn at the knees and elbows, and his fingernails are dirty.
They're
Not exactly
nasty.
your typical merchant.
Nasty.
Could he have previously been a warrior? Or even an adventurer? Something
It's
feels
exploration,
off.
investigation, background music. I
Better
like
sneak
it though.
in
It
and get a
literally,
closer
you could
look.
play it. You could literally shove it into a Phoenix Wright testimony music and it would make sense to me. It would make sense. Oh, we're playing a skin edge. Oh. I need to hide.
Nice thinking, boss. This tourist tub's been fast going and smooth sailing. Plus, no one's been asking us what we're up to.
That goes without saying. Big cargo ship would have been too slow, whereas the smaller ones would have been faster but way too bumpy. If we ended up damaging the goods by accident, all these months spent grafting away would have gone up in smoke.
They're
Seriously?
planning some
There's
nefariousness.
hardly anything here. Would it really have taken them months to prepare? And why would they need to transport it with such care? Could they be secretly smuggling precious items out of Natlan? I'll need to find a way to get to the bottom of this.
I guess they've been doing it for months now. Find a way to create a diversion so you can investigate the cargo. Girl, I don't know. Oh, over here.
Let's go hear what these criminals have to say for themselves. Sure enough, there are relics inside the box. It's illegal to smuggle such items.
I don't think I was
outside
supposed to
Natlan.
do that, but I did it anyway.
Hey, why the long face? You're abroad on business, and you get to do some
Abroad.
sightseeing while you're at it.
That's
Sounds
so
like a pretty
rude.
sweet deal to me. You better cheer up if you know what's good for you.
I guess you're right. I was just worried I might have messed up with the packing.
I wish
or
I
that
could
something's gonna
crouch.
Go wrong along the way.
It's just awkward that I'm kind of standing here.
Pull yourself together. Tons of foreign tourists come traveling to Fontaine. I bet their luggage is full of all kinds of weird stuff.
Oh, weird stuff.
If someone insists on
No,
checking it
he
all,
called
just show 'em the
someone
purchase
broad.
order we had drawn
Did he
up.
not? I swear you called
Those
someone broad.
Fontainians can't get enough of their legalese, so I've heard. They can look
Legalese.
all they want.
Oh.
Aha. So their aim is to smuggle in contraband after all.
They're smuggling.
Looks like I've gathered enough intel about the smugglers and their contraband. Time to
You
inform
are.
security.
Oh, I did not perceive that. I thought it meant like you broad traveling.
So anyway, that was when
I'm
I went
so
and told
dumb.
the
I'm actually
Fontainian
so
guards
dumb.
about my suspicions. After
I'm
an
not okay.
investigation and a chase, they
Can't
finally
read,
apprehended
can't
them
hear.
and sent them on their way.
Well, guess they're headed exactly where they should be.
Good job, Kanish.
Thanks.
Based on your recollections just now,
I was completely focused on those smugglers at the time, so I wasn't really paying attention to other passersby.
Yeah, Kanish, you did great.
in other words, the person who brought the gun here, the one who lost it, has no connection to the smugglers whatsoever. They were working entirely on their own.
Oh dear, oh dear.
Oh dear.
Sounds like Mr. Kukuku wants to chime in.
He said this elusive individual's actions are positively mystifying.
It's so funny that Nuvala can just understand this bird.
It's a good observation. I quite agree.
Look at them together. Violet are the best.
However, we still know next to nothing about the person. Perhaps we should start by focusing on the lost item itself.
Oh no, okay. Okay, let's review stuff. The box was buried amidst junk. It didn't seem like an accident. No, it's as if someone left there on purpose. What else? A lost object that was picked up. A giant, genuine treasure box picked up by the roadside, yet it still remains unreported and unclaimed. It came from ancient Natlanese dragon ruins. It must be of great value. Bait? Why would someone leave such a valuable antique out of the middle of nowhere? Was it a plan for someone to come pick it up? This?
It certainly seems like it was the bait in some kind of trap.
What if I replay Golden Deer? Well, if you do that, well then I have to replay Blue Lions. I'm gonna have to go through all of Blue Lions again and cry.
The only question is, why wasn't the bait made more conspicuous?
Has something sprung to mind?
I just remembered a film I watched this one time.
A film? What the heck?
Hold on, let me explain.
Bryce like trying to
Just
talk
now,
to
the
this
traveler
bird.
speculated that this box might have been placed there on purpose, as if the intention was for someone to come pick it up. That got me thinking about those films about kidnapping cases. When they demand their ransom, the kidnappers tell the victim's family to leave money or valuables at a designated spot for someone to come pick up.
You've gotta do Golden Deer Prophet. As an Estinian enjoyer, you have to do Golden Deer and Blue Lions and Blue Lions. Both. You gotta do both of them. Both of them.
That doesn't merely happen in films. There have been similar cases in real life. In fact, if anything, it's probably the real life
Literally,
events that
I
inspired the
really enjoy
films.
Blue Lions a lot.
Sounds plausible.
Wait. This raises the stakes to a whole new level. If the gun really was some kind of ransom, then since we took the box, the kidnappers never got their payment, so
Oh.
does that mean they executed the hostage?
We haven't heard of any missing people.
I agree. I don't believe we have a kidnapping on our hands. Selling off stolen goods is extra work that most kidnappers would want to avoid. Unless they're after something very specific, they tend to just ask for cash. Could we be dealing with a kidnapper who's dead set on getting their hands on an ancient dragon handgun? It's not impossible, but the likelihood is very slim. We can discount that possibility for now. And speaking of selling stolen goods, don't you think this looks more like a transaction?
Then about the buyer. After receiving instructions, the buyer would have gone to a designated spot with the money to pick up the goods and ensure they actually got paid. The seller would actually have been watching the buyer. And the seller? The gun was placed in a locked box and hidden away. Clearly the seller wanted to keep their identity a secret. The goods. Before the buyer could show up, Lapine and Pauline found the goods by chance while setting up the event venue. Due to unexpected arrival of Film Fantasyland, the deal had to be called off.
So, bottom line, this was an individual smuggler at work.
Exactly. And it was the location itself that caused the deal to fall through. The last thing they would have expected was for a quiet beach to turn into a bustling film convention overnight. Not only is the area now packed
And now
with
the
tourists,
weapon's gone.
but the Spina di Rosula have a presence there.
The Mafia's
I'll
here
bet that
too.
Both parties were completely caught off guard.
That sounds like a plausible theory, but how do we verify it?
Looks like your people better start rolling up their sleeves.
Ricey and Duvalette are the duo. They
How
truly
so?
are.
Easy. Just follow the usual procedure by putting up a lost and found notice. The more routine we make it seem, the more likely the suspect will come forward to claim it. Even if they send a proxy, we're liable to get our hands on new leads. And timing-wise, it's about time we updated the bulletin board anyway. All we need now is a lucky gestionnaire to write up the notice for us post-haste.
Ah, so that's what you meant by rolling up their sleeves. In that case, I may as well write it myself. Delegating this to someone else would require an additional explanation.
Or are you just not used to asking others to work overtime?
Is that really a major concern here?
It's just the way they talk to each other.
Well, looks like I won't be needed around here. At least until the notice has been posted.
You could always wait here if you like. The Palais Mermonia serves a particularly fine cup of tea, if that swings it for you.
Thanks, but no thanks. I left
Noisy
a very noisy
creature.
creature with a friend before heading out, so I should probably get back to feed it.
Ah, I wasn't aware that you had a pet, Mr. Kanich. Speaking of pets...
Okay, is it this thing good to go now?
Yep, that's the plan. Out of here indeed.
I believe that what Wriothesley is trying to say is, you are free to leave, Mr. Kukuku. Furthermore,
Good
it has been
violence
determined that
over.
Mr. Kukuku should not, in fact, be classified as a flying object. As such, he shall be free to move around Fontaine whenever he so pleases.
You're the best, bro. Oh, that really is good news. Travelers, should we bring Kukuku back to
This is so silly. This random bird
I
hanging
shall
out
leave
with
him in
Mimble
more
and
capable
Wriothesley.
hands. Indeed.
Wait, I want to talk to them again.
Ah. You know, all this has made me realize that I'd like to have a pet.
A pet?
If that proves inconvenient within the fortress of Meripede, perhaps you should consider finding a place in the court of Fontaine.
You want Wriothesley to find a house here?
That actually sounds like a good idea. In the past, I always dismissed the idea of buying a property in the city. The prophecy about the floods meant it never seemed like a worthwhile investment. But now...
This might be a good time for you to re-examine the documents I gave you regarding your title as Duke.
Okay, what is this Violet doing? What is this? Hello?
Huh?
Citizens with honorary titles are eligible for certain benefits when purchasing property in the
Benefits with the Udex?
Really? How about this? You read through your documents from start to finish, while I write up the lost and found.
I know exactly what the two of you are. Literally. Can read the both of them like an open book. Oh my gosh. Eva, why did they design you like a yeehaw? With a yeehaw outfit? There's a world quest here. Well, guess what? I'm not gonna do it. Go find Odoron and Eva. We're running all the way over there. Gosh, Fontaine is so stony.
How?
How? What? Oh no, these two. All the pets are getting left with couples.
Fine by me. Get ready for a knuckle sandwich.
Uh-oh.
Oh, nice dodge.
Paimon feels strangely inclined to keep a safe distance. You miss me, bro?
Cuckoo, you're free!
Not you again. Nope, didn't miss you in the slightest.
Hey, Gramps. And hey, Paimon and Kanich. It's good to see you all. Thanks for bringing Kukuku back.
Get it away! Get it away from me! Nice to meet you, bro. Who are you calling bro? Say that again to my face. I dare you.
I dare you.
If you've got the energy to argue this much, you're clearly not hungry yet. Let's go find something to eat while a How lives his best life.
Sounds great to me.
Poor How. He spent all day being tormented by Auroron, only to discover that the suffering's just begun.
Eva, as a Saurian vet, how can you just sit back and watch our little dragon bro suffer?
Huh? How am I the bad guy?
Even hear yourself? Ah! Doesn't anyone want to hear how Kukuku got out of jail?
After Mr. Raki, you briefly explain what happened to Kukuku to Eva and Odoron. Mr. Raki briefly explain what happened to hearing that Kukuku has permission to move around freely, how space goes even better than before.
Don't lose hope, How. By the same standard, you have freedom of movement now too. You're still in the game?
Same standard?
Oh my gosh, if you hear yelling, I'm sorry.
Held to the same standard as that thing!
That's right. You won't. As far as I understand, the Palais Mermonia will want to assess your case on its own merits before they grant you freedom of movement.
Where's that Saurian meat restaurant again? I'm gonna march that little pink balloon right into the kitchen!
Right into... Why you gotta hate a bird
Yeah,
like that?
Good luck with that, bro. You'll be putting your own neck on the line, too.
Also, there's no such restaurant!
Anyway,
I don't know.
thanks
There's
for
that
looking after our
blonde
pal,
lady.
guys. I'll take over from here.
Why, you?
So nonchalant.
Between the two, Kukuku wins the cuteness competition hands down.
Getting picky now, huh?
Ah, really? Thanks! Wait, who are the other contestants, though?
Eva. Wait, I want to talk to these guys.
So now that our crew's back together again, what's our next move? Oh,
I know exactly
how
what the
about a
two of
game
you are
rock,
too.
paper, scissors?
No chance. If I lose, we'll end up stuck in the room watching films all over again.
Nope. This time, we'll only watch a film if I lose instead.
Had enough too, huh?
For real now?
For real?
Bro?
Can we just ditch this whole leaving it all to chance thing? Why don't we take our fate into our own hands?
Aren't we doing that already? Rock, paper, scissors uses our hands.
He has a point.
Don't know why you're laughing. You're stuck with paper every time.
Oh, because he's a bird and he can't. That doesn't. That's funny. I love all these dynamics so much. They're always so just casual with each other.
The lost and found notice is up!
Get me over there. Did it work? Or did it not? The world may never know. But yes, can Ororon and Eva are alright. I think they're pretty silly, but they need more moments together. I don't feel like they have the potential that Bryceley and Nuvalet have, you know? Or maybe that's just me losing my mind.
Huh, looks like there were quite a few others with the same idea.
Quite a few.
Ah, hello, you two.
Have there been any developments?
Well.
Okay, guess not. Well, the notice was only just posted. Guess it's pretty unlikely that someone would show up right at...
Special Patrol, open up!
Open up!
Who's there? What's going on? The Special Patrol?
I don't think that's who this is.
Someone... Anything but the Special Patrol.
This isn't the time for silly jokes. Let's go check it out.
A guard from the Palais
Good day,
Memorial.
all.
Wait, what
Gramps, grannies,
Gramps,
aunts and uncles.
What in the Tevet are you doing here, Auroran?
Oh, he must be the one you mentioned.
That's so funny.
Kukuku's owner?
One of his owners. Kind of. But, bro, what are you doing here?
I'm here to claim a lost item.
Why are you being so serious about this?
Is this the person you saw on the boat, Mr. Kinich?
Somehow I highly doubt
Why
that.
is he here and why is
For
he so
starters,
deadpan?
he just addressed us as Gramps and Grannies. And unless this is the youngest looking middle-aged man in the world, I don't think he's our guy.
Just ignore him.
Huh. Was
I mean,
there
New Valette is
something
pretty
wrong with
old.
my door knocking etiquette? That's how they do it in all the films.
He's so deadpan.
That's not door-knocking etiquette. That's the Special Security and Surveillance Patrol doing their job. Completely different things.
Oh, I see. I figured it was just a polite way of requesting entry to show the people inside you had something important to discuss. Oh, sorry about that. I totally goofed that one up.
Who's
Give me
voicing
a moment.
Ororon?
I'll go back out and try again.
Please just help.
So, Roran, you said you were here to claim a lost item. What did you lose?
Yeah, so basically,
He fully describes the item he's gonna claim for the style of the box again, so everything matches.
For real now?
What the?
Oh, come on, bro. Auroran,
Are you smuggling?
were you the one who lost this?
No, it belongs to a friend.
So it belongs to Aoife?
Of course not. Aoife has
Then
his own
who
gun.
does this belong to?
All right then. I knew this wouldn't go well.
What are you doing?
So here's what went down. This morning, Eve and I were playing rock, paper, scissors. Before long, he'd lost, as he usually does. So we figured we'd head out and visit some of the Court of Fontaine's famous landmarks. When we got near the plaza, a man suddenly stopped us to ask for help.
What the?
He said that he had lost something and that someone had found it.
Of
and
all the
sent
people he
over
could
to
have
the
asked,
Palais
it was
Mermonia.
these two
But
twinks.
apparently he used to work here and was worried it'd be awkward bumping into his old coworkers, so he asked us to pretend to be the owners and claim it on his behalf.
You didn't manage to keep that pretense up for long.
It's fine. I'm not the one who feels awkward anyway.
You should.
So, a former employee of the Palais Mermonia. Was this individual a Fontaine native?
Yes, at least I assume so.
Well
Like
dressed.
a well-dressed gentleman to me.
Everybody here is
We were about
fancy
to
schmancy,
refuse,
big
but
wigs, it
he
never
was so
changes.
polite.
Could it have been a disguise?
Oh no.
Oh no.
Paimon thinks you've been tricked. This person might be in cahoots with the bad guys. Oh, maybe he already took off and escaped as soon as your mission went pear-shaped.
Well, where are you supposed to leave this?
No way. I'm not that dumb.
Huh?
He's not going anywhere. Aoife and Kakuku are keeping an eye on him over at the plaza.
We need to get that
Keeping an eye
guy.
on him. I like the sound of that.
We need to get that guy now.
Let's hurry over to where Aoife is. Time to catch that con man and find out what's really going on here.
Wait a minute, I have a question first.
Yes, sir.
Traveler, Paimon. You're pretty famous in Natland, right?
Oh, we're basically a household name.
Oh,
But why do you ask?
Paimon, you're a little bit arrogant.
Would that be a problem?
Remember when I said that the seller might be watching in secret?
If so, then picking Auroran to do their dirty work was a careless mistake on their
Oh,
part.
because they don't know anything about Auroran.
It suggests that the person who got Auroran to claim the item might not be fully in the know themselves. There are plenty of unanswered questions, but standing around racking our brains won't help. However, I still suggest that the famous faces among us, meaning the Traveler and Kinich,
What?
and of course Monsieur Nivelet too, stay here for the time being. We'll empty the box, give it to Auroran, and then he can claim the item as if nothing happened. I'll follow to check if anyone is watching. I doubt anyone would recognize me anyway, so I shouldn't draw too much attention.
Nobody being able to recognize Risley is sad.
I think this plan is worth a try. I shall leave it to the pair of you.
So I have to go undercover again, right?
Well, not exactly undercover. Just drop the special patrol persona and be yourself instead.
Roger that. Over and out.
You are so unironic and it's so funny. He is such a boy failure. I'm playing as Risley. Do you know what your local head of police looks like? Actually, you're right. I don't. They post on social media a lot of the cops, though. Unironically, on my town's social media.
Auroran has entered the elevator as planned. I'll head over to the plaza now.
Wait, I need to get my daily commission rewards. Where are they? My free daily gems. Add Astra Evasosk.
Add Astra. Thank you for
Okay, where are we going? But yeah, they post the cops a lot on our city's social media, but I guess not head of police. Also, these people care about the law. You think they would know what Risley looks like. No, it's not gonna fail the mission, thankfully. It's not like a following minigame, but yeah, I need to get my dailies done. I just want to pick up those up because I like doing them when they're nearby mission objectives. So I can just go and keep going. I don't feel too interrupted. Nobody's watching.
Nothing suspicious going on here either. Strange. Maybe we're overthinking this?
Oh dear. Huh?
Stop with the pecking. Stop
Yeah,
with
that's
the
the guy.
pecking.
That's him.
Please, sir, I'm begging you, do
Argento.
me a favor and get this pet of yours under control.
Oh my gosh, that's one angry bird.
Sorry, but he's not my pet. He's my coworker. And I should warn you, he's not too happy with how you're talking about him.
What the? This thing has a job?
I think out
So
of
in that land,
all
they just dish out jobs to any old thing.
the gotchas right now, I think Genshin might be doing the best with keep having animation during these cutscenes.
Uh-oh.
Star Rail is very
Cuckoo's
guilty
not too
of
big on
the
being called
opposite
a
right now.
thing Either. You're on your own now.
I think ZZZ's doing pretty good about it too, though.
I'm sorry. Please, Mr. Kukuku. Master Kukuku. Lord Kukuku. I meant no offense, I promise.
All right, Kukuku. That'll do for now. Let me ask him some questions first.
Sure thing, bro.
Aurora
You're on the
actually
hot
looks pretty
seat.
serious this time. Was he just pretending to be clueless earlier?
No, he very much is clueless, I'm telling you right now.
Interesting. I think I'll sit back and see how this plays
This
out.
angle on Riceley is fantastic, by the way. I'm screenshotting this.
You actually got it? Wow, didn't think it would be that easy.
Ah, excellent. Looks like sending you was the right approach after all.
After all?
Huh?
I mean, because the staff at the Palais don't
sure.
recognize you, right?
So I got it. But I don't remember promising I'd hand it over.
Yeah.
Huh?
This thing's pretty cool. I've taken a bit of a liking to it.
He was like, what on earth is he pulling now? Wait, another Riceley angle. We gotta screenshot every one.
Please don't do this, my good sir, my master, my lord.
This
My
guy
very
is
life
desperate.
hangs in the balance.
His life hangs in the balance?
If this means so much to you, what are you gonna offer me in return?
Yeah.
Are you trying to get him to say my life?
No, not live.
How'd you know that?
What? You were serious?
Because I watched that film with you.
Oh.
You should drop the act. We don't want a real misunderstanding in our hands.
You're probably right. But honestly, I don't know what else to say.
What? This guy is
Sorry, this
embarrassing.
is the most myself I can be. Is that enough?
You are such a boy failure.
Enough. More than enough.
You're going to jail.
Who's this dude?
Just think of me as a staff member from the Palais Mermonia.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if you don't mind, I have some questions for this gentleman about that life or death treasure you were just discussing. Truthful answers appreciated.
You do not want to mess with this guy.
Oh no, I'm toast now.
What's that supposed to mean? You don't think the Palais Mermonia has the ability to protect our citizens?
No, I mean, yes, of course they do. Please ask away.
I could do that. But I'd rather you just tell the whole story, from the beginning.
I suppose I only have myself to blame. Such a rare antique, I couldn't resist. I'm a collector of antiques.
Are you
Nothing
sure?
excites me
Are
more
you?
than
I don't
rare
even
old
believe this
relics, and
guy.
to be completely honest, if someone's selling, I'm buying. I don't care to ask where they sourced their goods.
Is he really
As for the
serious?
seller of this particular item, well, I've never met him in person. We've had some prior dealings, but always under the cover of coded ads in some shady tabloids. Lost and found notices, missing person ads, that sort of thing. As long as I took care to hide a time and place somewhere within the text, then slipped some Mora into the envelope
Mora.
before submitting the ad, it would get published. And that was that.
Are
No
you
fuss,
one of
no
the reasons
tricks.
why there's
Simple,
clickbait
right?
everywhere?
Normally, everything
Thing.
goes off without a hitch. But this time, I arrive at the pickup spot expecting a discreet in and out, and instead, I find a whole construction crew at work. That was not what we'd agreed. But I couldn't just let it go, so I reached out to him again the same way as usual. He replied, and do you know what he said? He told me that the item's now in the Palais Mermonia.
Whoops.
Well, He wasn't lying about that.
He insisted that it would be inconvenient for him to make an appearance himself, but said that if I could somehow find a way to retrieve it from the Palais, he'd give me a discount on the price. Of course it wasn't the discount that swung it. Do I look like I'm strapped for cash?
He's a big fancy wing.
Feeling smug now, are we?
Feeling smart now, are we?
Yeah, get him again, Bird.
No, please go easy on me.
Go on.
Where was I? Well, anyway, I thought to myself, seeing as the item itself came from Natlan, it would make more sense.
The
if I
bird
could
is
find
very
someone from there
funny.
to go
I like the
retrieve it.
bird a lot.
And by a stroke of complete and utter coincidence, I just so happened to see these two young folks wandering around.
These two
so
strapping young men. But yeah, the bird is literally a parrot prophet. Like, it can't actually talk on its own, so it's just kind of repeating whatever it hears other people say.
I'm so very sorry. I underestimated the pair of you.
I need you to clear something up for me. You haven't paid the seller yet, correct? And yet he told you to collect the item from the Palais Mermonia. Was he not worried that you just split afterwards?
Well, to be honest, though I can't claim to know him very well,
What
he,
the?
on the other hand, seems
He knows
to know
everything
my name
about
and where
you.
I live. Besides, this is a guy who managed to get his hands on an ancient Natlanese weapon. That's probably not the kind of person I want to double-cross.
Fair. That makes sense. So, Mr.
Please,
Argento.
Just call me Argento.
All right, Mr. Argento. Listen very carefully to what I'm about to say. It will determine how much of the rest of your life you'll be spending beneath the
In
waves.
jail.
What does he mean? Is he gonna drown him just like they do in those gangster films?
Yes.
Oh, I get it. He's talking about that place at the bottom of the
Wait,
Fontaine.
this screenshot's also really funny.
Shh, can it?
Owing to your suspected involvement in the illicit trade of Natlanese relics, you're now one of the suspects in an international smuggling
I think
case.
Genshin, I keep saying this, but I think Genshin is doing really well with cutscene choreography. I think they're doing like really
A
well.
trip to the Opera Epiclese seems unavoidable at this stage. But on the bright side, you still have one chance to make things right.
Okay. Do I really? Please tell me what to do.
It's very simple. Just reach out to your seller in the same way as usual, arrange to meet, bring the money.
The only
and
way
off
I
you
think
go.
they can elevate even
Just be sure to
further,
let me know
I
all the
mean, the
details.
best way,
I'm talking time, place.
the
whole lot.
best way is, to improve the lip syncing. The VA situation is a lot more than just Hoyoverse going on. I even talked with Ark about it. There is a lot of gray area happening between both sides, including SAG themselves. And it's a giant mess that we can only hope will one day get resolved.
If we can catch the other party by doing this, you'll have gone some way toward redeeming yourself. Understand?
Oh.
It is ultimately,
I
in my opinion,
understand.
it is ultimately
shall
the
have my
VA's.
full
It should be the
unadulterated
VA's choice if they want to
cooperation.
keep working with the project or not. Which,
Don't break the law, and don't even think about making a run for it.
in this patch,
Palais
half the
Mermonia will be
cast
watching
decided
you
to
and
to
ensuring
come
your
back and
safety.
voice stuff, and the other half did not. It's a very mixed bag.
All right, take the box, but leave your ID and other documents behind. You can go now. As for you two,
The you two to wings.
protocol dictates that I should take you both back to the Palais and have you sign a confidentiality agreement. But that would take a lot of time and effort.
There's a reason why. Believe me, I really wish it was that simple, but after talking with Ark, there's a lot of reasons why it cannot be that simple.
Such a hassle, bro.
See, Mr. Kakuku knows exactly where I'm coming from. So, I was thinking, since you're all friends of the Traveler...
I understand, sir. We got dragged into this by accident, and it has diddly squat to do with us.
Nothing. We're looking away from this.
Out of respect for the Traveler, we won't say another word.
Oh, I know this part. We better keep our mouths shut, or we'll both be sleeping with the fishes
What
in
is
the
this
tailor-made pair of
accent?
cement shoes.
Who is voice acting Odoron? Who decided that he is such a goofball?
In that case, I understand completely.
I'm in disbelief,
Not
man.
exactly what I was going for, but if that's how you want to understand it, then be my guest. Then it's settled. Thanks for your help. Boy, am I glad that's over. That's enough work for one day. Time to head back.
Boston gangster. I did hear rumors though that SAG has one more deal that they're trying to put up. We'll see if that actually passes through. We'll see. I think everybody is really hoping for this whole situation to get resolved in time for the new expansion. What patch are we on right now? We're on 5.6. So in around 12 weeks, they have like 12 weeks more left to get everything resolved in time for 6.0.
Judging by your expression, it must be good news, huh?
Well, I don't know exactly because 6.0 is also they're gonna bring in a new cast for 6.0 because you know there's gonna be new characters. We'll see what happens.
It went smoothly on the whole.
Risley recounts what happened. It all makes perfect sense, but somehow it feels like Risley's glossed over a lot of the bro talk.
So basically, we hold off until Argento and the other party have set up the next stage of the transaction. Then we plan our next move.
Patience will be key.
I get that. It's like hunting.
We're hunting.
I'm just not sure the other party will take the bait so easily.
Where is it? 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 There's one screenshot. These two talking together reminds me. I literally can't stop thinking about this screenshot right here. Where are they? These two. I can't stop thinking about them.
Well, if he didn't need the money, or if he valued self-preservation over making a profit, he could have walked away.
Well, they're the ones who arranged. Williamverse was the ones. The writers were the ones who arranged them like that. They knew what they were doing.
Followers or accomplices, and he's relying on an extremely limited set of options to push the deal along. So, if you ask me, he seems like someone who cares a lot about his image and has a somewhat high opinion of himself, but lacks any real ability. His every move is like a spin of the roulette wheel, hoping that the ball will land exactly where he wants it to. Or, maybe he'll cut his losses and vanish into thin air, and our efforts will have been in vain. At least Natlan will get the stolen relic back, so it won't have been for nothing.
In that case, let's hope his arrogance stays in play.
Everyone, I have just briefed the Marechaussee Phantom on the situation. As soon as there are any further developments, we will act without delay. When that time comes, we will be relying on your help.
Leave it to me, Monsieur Nouvelette.
We'll be waiting for the good news.
Act 2 complete, thank goodness. Because I think Act 3 is already the end. Dang. Act 3, the price of every price. Wait, I want to talk to them again.
On the topic of kidnapping cases, how exactly do we define the subject of a kidnapping? According to the regulations, I mean.
I guess that makes
Aside
sense.
from humans, do pets count? What about sentient non-human beings? Of course, melazines go without saying, but what about a being like a cuckoo?
I am surprised that you are unfamiliar with the legal provisions on this matter.
Not everyone has the knowledge of a 5,000-year-old dragon, Nouvelette.
If I knew all the laws like the back of my hand, I wouldn't have ended up in the fortress of Meripede, would I?
I don't know, Risley. Considering how you ended up in jail, I don't think knowing every single law on the back of your hand would have prevented you from going to jail.
That is no laughing matter, Risley.
See, no laughing matter. He's worried about you, like the ship y'all are. Violet are so good together. Hello? I think I need to go another 24 hours. Delulu. Robin, you know, have you ever heard of how Riceley ended up in jail? This was all the way back in the beginning of 4.0 or 4.2. How he ended up in jail.
Novelette sent someone to contact us this morning. That must mean there's been some progress. No time to waste. Let's head out.
I think it's in his story. Let me see. It's in his story. You haven't played since Fontaine dropped? Oh my gosh. A lot of people quit around Fontaine, unfortunately. I know plenty of people like Lori, Saraki, a lot of people who quit praised basically after the main story was done for Fontaine. Where is his story? Profile, story. I believe it's under... Where is it? Hello? Story. So over here it talks about how he I believe it's under story. It's one of these stories. Which one is it? No, it's not this either. I think it's this one. His own case file. His host family. He had been taken care of as an infant. But basically he took out his host family back when he was a child, and he ended up in jail. Oh, this is it. Crimson stain spread across the floorboards. So yeah. Yeah, unfortunately, with how fast-paced the gachas are, it can really feel like it feel really, really rough trying to catch up. It can feel really, really rough because I've been saying this, 6 weeks is an insane pace, and it's why I'm so frustrated with Star Rail, because Star Rail, the main story, they have decided with Star Rail, they're going to continue the main story every single patch. Every 6 weeks, the main story is going to continue. That is insane. That is a ridiculous pace. To me, anyway. Especially since Star Rail patches are anywhere from 5 hours to 10 hours long. Like, that is insane.
Hey, everyone. We're not late, are we?
Yeah. So,
No, just in
it's one of the reasons why
Well rested,
I
I trust.
have been slowly taking a step back from Star Rail. Because there's no way to buy skips, by the way. There's I don't know what you're meaning by the Prophet, but there is no way to buy any type of story skip or anything like that to catch up. But, what was I saying? Oh, it's why I took a step back from Star Rail, because I cannot keep up with that kind of pace anymore. That's just too much, especially since the patches are like 8 hours long, 10 hours long. That is too much. That is way, way too much. So I've taken a step back from Star Rail here on the channel. And Genshin and Wuthering Waves luckily still keep up. They still can you know, they keep up a very okay pace for me. And their patches are not, their main story quests don't take me like 8 hours to complete. Yeah, character level up materials, yeah.
A great way to stay energetic, certainly.
No, you have that point there.
We received word from Mr. Argenteau yesterday. confirming the time and location of the
You
transaction.
can skip about 3 expansions in Genshin. You can actually skip Fontaine. Now. All of Fontaine and Sumeru are skippable. Yeah, in Star Rail you can skip to the most recent expansion also. They're adding a lot of catch-up mechanics.
It'll take place this afternoon. And it turns out it'll be somewhere we all know pretty well, too.
Because
the film Fantasyland restaurant.
as much as I don't like to admit it, there's plenty of people who only go into these gachas for the end game. I obviously am the complete opposite of that, so which is why I don't like really talking about it much.
Oh, really? Huh. He sure does like that place.
But
Seems like you share our concerns, Traveler.
my hair is doing its own thing right now.
Indeed. Capturing someone in a crowded event venue will be much more challenging than in an open area. The criminal might try to blend in with the crowd, or even escape by taking hostages. In light of this, we've had to make additional preparations. As soon as we received the news yesterday, we began coordinating with the Marechaussee Phantom and the Special Security.
One
and
day I'll
Surveillance
wake up
Patrol.
and then it'll be really great.
Mm-hmm.
What is my
We'll be
hair
deploying
doing?
lots of undercover agents on site. If things go south, the safety of the civilians will be our top priority.
Literally, like, what is this? I need to comb my hair, I think.
Of course, fingers
'Cause you
crossed,
keep pulling on it,
everything will
yeah.
go without a hitch.
Nervous tick.
I noticed a bunch of familiar faces from the previous case.
Unique
like
messes with
Captain
Bang's
Shevers
counter.
of the Special Patrol.
Yeah.
So I'm feeling optimistic.
We'll trust your instincts then. Oh, yeah, and by the way, we've also been in communication with Miss Lapine Pauline and Miss Navia.
The Spina
Thanks,
Dorsula will
no,
provide
no.
support within a controlled scope, so there's no need to worry.
The only potential issue is with Miss Escoffier.
The chef lady?
You know what? That might not be such a bad idea.
No, we're not gonna treat prisoners like that, good sir.
All right, no more jokes. Miss Escoffier has made it clear that she doesn't want her restaurant to suffer any losses as a result of this operation.
Bad for business.
But, well, I have a feeling things might not go quite as smoothly as she hopes. To be honest, we shouldn't have dragged you into this in the first place, and it's caused you quite enough trouble already. The Fontainian authorities should be able to handle the rest from here. But still, I'm guessing you'd like to see how it all turns
Can I
out.
at least be nosy?
Well then, feel free to head
Nosy.
down to the scene, but just
Huh.
stay alert and play it by ear. You won't necessarily have to do anything. Unless things go pear-shaped, of course.
I'll do my best to ensure that things don't escalate to that point.
Kinich.
Of course. There are still a lot of unanswered questions, but our intel so far indicates that the culprit's from Natlan. Plus, I'm already a witness in this case. Might as well see this thing through to the end.
Yeah.
Each we know and love.
The group goes on to discuss the specifics of the operation and things to watch out for. For once, the conversation goes surprisingly smoothly. Perhaps because Hao and Kaku aren't present. It's just as well, actually. Things could have been awkward if Hao showed up and started cursing out Nuvalet.
Well, that's enough of the small talk. The operation's scheduled for the afternoon. If we're quick enough, we'll even have time for a few cups of tea before we leave.
Oh, and let's grab something to eat too. Can't work on an empty stomach, you know.
Well, won't you just be watching?
And rooting for you. It's a very important job.
Alright, I'll head over to the venue now. Ahao's been harping on for days now about this event-exclusive meal he wants to try. Guess I might as well shut him up sooner rather than later. See you in a bit.
I look forward to hearing how it all goes.
I'll go back to Traveler skins. Traveler skins would be so good. All these gachas never want to give the protagonist skins ever. Star Rail also doesn't really give the protagonist skins. Wuthering Waves. I'm pretty sure the MC doesn't have any skins over there. ZZZ, you can't glam your protagonist.
Seems to be getting livelier by the day.
Was that Farina? I think I saw Farina.
Traveler, Paimon's getting kind of hungry. Let's go
Hangry.
check out the restaurant menu, shall we?
Of course you're hungry. The guy with the case, that's gotta be him. Alright, it's business time. The protagonist ZZZ, you can run around as them in the overworld, but then you switch to a bunny. Cutscene! Okay. What's happening here? That was a really good transition, by the way. This is the perp right here! He's trying to casually take the box. Uh-oh.
Your friend thought you might.
Risley!
Won't you stay and drink it?
Everyone's watching you. Even Charlotte.
I tend to steer clear of drinks left out in the open.
You're surrounded, buddy.
You're surrounded.
Shh. This is very nicely animated. Mora. Burrito. That's so funny.
Oh look, a surprise performance!
What the?
How lucky we are!
What are they talking about?
After him.
Are they trying to trick? I think they're trying to trick the people into thinking, oh, nothing to see here, guys. Just a performance.
Sorry, my
Navi, I got you.
and illegally docked. This boat's not going anywhere.
Those are really good shades. Okay, they had way too much fun animating the Chevros. Get him! Yeah, that was a Final Fantasy XIV sound effect. A how? What did he do? The how chewed on the rope.
Holy worm! No one flies higher than the almighty Dragon Lord!
Yeah, get him. Oh,
Stealing my thunder! You again! You're driving me crazy!
he's driving everyone crazy here. Wow, bro. Even the birds are shocked. Wait, Knitch caught him. Nice fish you caught there. All casual about it too. This is a really good shot of him. And that's a wrap. That's all, folks. And the bow. Oh, that was amazing. That was so good.
Unbelievable! You can't just drag someone
Wait,
around like that. Such blatant disregard for human life.
ZZZ
Someone
animates
suck
their
the daylights
cutscenes
out
like
of you.
that too? That's so funny. I guess they must have gotten inspired from ZZZ to do this. That was very, very funny. The way that they even had the NPC manipulate the comic panels. That was very fantastic cutscene telling.
Will you now?
Will you now?
I think I did you a favor by pulling you away from your audience. Saved you some face at the very least.
I
As
think
for whether you were
I
facing up or
did do
down along the
ZZZ
way,
do that too. I think
well, that was your
Zenla's
decision, wasn't it?
Zero cutscenes are animated like comics too, right? It's really good.
All right, I admit it. I was in the wrong.
Just tell us what you were doing here, Buster.
Of course I know the difference between right and wrong, but I had no choice. I desperately needed the money. I was
For
an
what?
expert on ancient relics. Not only did I have a successful career, but a happy family too. But my son, I never imagined he'd turn out this way.
He's
Someone
in
with the wrong
debt.
crowd
Oh
ended
my
up shoulder
gosh.
deep in gambling. We had some savings, but he drained them away like a waterfall.
Not the son in
Once he
debt.
fell into debt, he had creditors regularly coming over to threaten and intimidate him. I'm his father. How could I just stand by and watch him suffer like that? Oh, my son is about the same age as you are. If only he could have turned out more like you. That's the
Dang.
only reason I needed the money. Please, believe me. You... Please, kid, I'm begging you. Help me. I see you're from Natland too. That makes us brothers. Please, have mercy.
Not the consequences of his
I still have a
actions. Oh
chance to help
no.
my son straighten himself out. But only if I get back. If I go to prison now, he'll be doomed, I tell you, doomed!
You should have done that in the first place.
And isn't standing together and fighting for a better future what families do? Our fate is in your hands, young man. Please, have a heart.
Knitch. It's always really hard to tell what he's thinking.
Gone soft, have we?
My gosh, why does he always have the buttholes, right?
I don't believe a
In
word
that-
you say.
Wait, what? You don't believe him?
Wriothesley had you just about figured out. You're a gambler.
He's the
Pure
gambler.
and simple.
Ah.
A gambler? Me? Nonsense! I told you, it's my son!
No
First of
way.
all, are you really from Natlan? You've been keeping tabs on the gun's whereabouts this whole time. You should have recognized at least one familiar face by now.
Oh, because if he really was from Natlan, he should know who Kanich and yeah, who Kanich is at least, because Kanich is a big name in Natlan.
On top of that, the way you threatened to sue me? Spoken like a true...
Wait a minute. What? Oh!
You can't just drag someone around like that! Such blatant disregard for human life! I'm gonna sue the living daylights out of you!
Oh!
Huh? What kind of logic is that? I can explain. I actually grew up in...
I don't want to
He's
hear
a
another
scammer.
word. How? Here's your chance. Shut someone else up for once.
Oh, Natlan, I've been waiting for.
Eat this, scumbag!
Wait, what is he gonna do? What the?
Being a compulsive liar is one of the hallmarks of a die-hard gambler. I bet you're just a Fontainian pretending to be from Natlan. Even if you have any friends or family to speak of, I'm guessing they've long since cut all ties with you. And you have your depraved ways to thank for that. Of course.
Oh my gosh!
I might
Bam,
be
bam,
wrong.
bam, 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 bam.
But does that matter? I'm just here to arrest you. If you're looking for an advocate or a shoulder to cry on, you're out of luck.
The way he's just so arrogantly looking down on this guy. Well, I don't know about arrogant, but the way he's just looking down on him, man. He's just like, mods, ban this man.
Besides, prying the truth out of you is exactly what your beloved courts are for. Isn't that right?
Sorry, bro, I don't care. Oh, that's right. Chevros is also one of the only 2 characters in this quest that aren't voiced. That's right. It's been a while, Mr. Ganesh. The special patrol will take this criminal off your hands now.
Many thanks.
Please, I should be the one thanking you for all the help you've given us.
And me?
And me?
What about me? So rude. You should be bowing down in gratitude to the almighty Dragon
How
Lord.
about I don't? As you wish. Many thanks to you and also Mr. Kakuku for your show-stopping performances.
Hey, what do you mean? Hold it right there!
Are you okay,
Don't worry.
Kanich?
I'm fine. I wasn't the one who just got dragged all the way here.
You seemed a little upset just now.
Little Kanich, thinking
Little
back to when you
Kanich.
were just an itty-bitty boy, Kanich, aren't ya?
What do you know about him?
Aw, don't start crying like a little baby. I am the almighty Dragon Lord! No servant
My
of mine will be
gosh.
seen acting so weak and pathetic in public.
What are you on about?
What is he might have a point though.
Still,
We might have struck a bad
I
chord
suppose
from
there's
him.
no point hiding it from you. To put it plainly, I can't stand gamblers. They're the most irresponsible people in the entire world. No respect for the principle that you have to give in order to
How
get.
ironic for Kanich to be like that in a gacha.
They'll tell 1,000 lies for a single coin, deluding themselves into thinking they can use it to gamble their way to a vast fortune.
See, that's the thing about gacha games though. You can gamble all you want, but you're not gonna get you're literally not gonna get anything back.
But we all know that even when it looks like you're getting something for free, there's always an unseen cost. In the past, I also ended up paying a price for my father's
Oh.
gambling losses. I don't want anyone else to end up in a similar situation if I can help it.
Were you like those BL protagonists whose families always were in debt? And then you had to go find the...
Don't feel sorry
I need
for
to
me.
stop.
I certainly don't feel sorry for myself.
Paying real money for some pixels, literally.
They say that
It's
people
why
are
I'm
shaped
free
by
to
their
play
past.
now.
And since I've made it this far, I must have done a lot of things right. We should never punish ourselves for the mistakes of others.
And with the way these gachas release guys only like once a year, I'm literally just vibing as free to play.
Instead, I choose to remember the moments that helped me grow. Like when I first learned to use a grappling hook.
This is so cute. Look at baby Kanech. Get out of here. Look at baby Kanech.
Or the very first
He's
time I
also
yearned
baby
for knowledge.
too. Oh my gosh, he's so tiny.
Yeah, I believe you.
I literally do not hate women, Prophet. I literally rolled for Malvika 4 patches ago. I had to remember.
Let's get going. If we don't head back soon, we'll cause more unnecessary worry.
Return with Kanich. Prophet, I literally do not. I'm just a it's literally the title Husbando main. Oh, Charlotte. Wait, I want to talk to other people. Oh wait, this is the quest! Oh shoot! I didn't mean to accidentally start this quest. No!
Traveler, it's
No,
a
no, no, no,
pleasure
no,
to
no,
join
no.
the
No, 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 no,
Chevalmoran
no.
Film Fantasy.
Navia, now's not the time.
It's
We're skipping all
time,
this.
As I mentioned. Of
Skip
course,
this, skip all
and
this, skip all
we,
this.
for our
Goodbye,
We
goodbye.
spend most of our time adventuring, and we
This is
more
not
like it.
the
You've
event.
seen it all before. Anyway,
Skip all this. Yeah, I accidentally unlocked the minigame. This is cute though. And the little seal. Not Farina's little seal. Get me out of here.
as you can see,
No, get me out of here.
as which
kind of
Skip all this. No, not touching any of this.
thinks she just about gets
If I
it.
want to figure out how to do it, I'll ask
How do you
Scott
feel about it,
later.
Traveler? Yep, come on. You mentioned standardized strat.
of course.
Skip
We're
all
not
this, skip
here,
all
and
this.
others might pick up too
Navia, I
for
appreciate you so
confusion.
much,
Wink,
but I did not
If
want to
we
do this
hope we
quest
had a
right now.
tough spot, we'll just have to
Hopefully it goes without saying that I also wanted to. Oh,
Skip
yeah,
all of
great.
this.
Well, I can't wait to hear what you think. All right then. Let's start with
Oh my gosh, she's literally taking me on a whole tour through Disneyland. Navia, no, now is not the time. There. There. I literally did not want to do that right now. Wait, where's the other people? There were other people here. Oh, hold on. Yeah, these two.
In a
Why are
good
you
mood, I
whistling?
Yep. Seeing my dear vegetables all settled in right where they belong brings me great joy.
see. You sound like a proud parent. I'm happy for you, bro. But
Just
given
spend
how
all your
where
money
they
and
belong
points
is
every day.
inside
Also,
cooking pots.
meal per buff every cycle. Okay.
meet you, bro.
The heck are you
Nice
on
to
about?
meet you, bro.
Does this really seem like a good time for nice to meet you?
I guess he's referring to the meeting of the vegetables in the pot.
You got it, bro.
You got it, bro.
Honestly, right
Okay,
now,
I will
I'm not
grind
sure if I
this
should be
later.
worrying about your definition of nice to meet you or investigating whether you and Kakuku share some kind of telepathic bond.
The fresh vegetables from the new batch are exceptional quality.
I wish I could say about the same about some of the new staff. Wait, who do you got working back there? New staff? $20 says it's Farina. Okay, who else? Oh wait, Lapine Pauline? Oh. Hit me with the lighter one, please. Oh, I'm gonna skip all this. Goodbye. Congrats. 280,000 more. Well, actually, I do have that much money. Where's Farina? Farina's gone. I thought she was here.
Yay, Traveler Kanich, you're back. We just saw Chevron's taking the criminal away. So after so much running in circles, turns out he had no fight in him, huh?
You have 80 million more.
Away
You're
with no
crazy.
trick up his sleeve. Oh, Oh, also, Risley said to let you know that he's already left. He went to report back to the
Risley,
Palais Mermonia.
no.
Apparently, the Maréchaussée Phantom's preparing to carry out an in-depth investigation into illegal gambling activities. Sounds like they'll have their hands full. Anyway, that's for the Palais to worry about, not really our concern.
Judging by how fast the Duke took off, I feel like I was avoiding my camera. But I guess I'm used to that by now. Risley always wants me out of the public eye.
Hey, it's not like you to give up so easily, Charlotte.
What's wrong? It's fine. I got plenty of great shots back there, more than enough for a front page spread. On that note, this busy reporter needs to scoot. These photos won't develop themselves.
Make sure you pick the best shots of Paimon. Oh, already gone. Hope she heard that. Yeah, you're right. But what took
My
you all so
skin is
long to
peeling.
get here? Did something happen?
A hound bonked his head and started crying. Kinich hit his head and started crying.
If you say so.
Poor little Kinich.
Poor little Kinich.
So he went off to cry all on his own.
Oh my gosh, a hound loved that.
For real now? Seems more likely that a How is the one crying. Hey! You little...
Anyway, what's next?
To be honest, I haven't decided yet.
You're gonna use Charlotte as a placeholder for Skirk's artifacts? I'm screaming.
At the moment, I've got nothing urgent to get back for. And in any case, the court might need me to testify again.
You're gonna chill here?
Plus, that gun's still a key piece of evidence. I'll probably have to wait until the case is closed before I can return it to Natlan.
Oh, okay. One moment, guys.
So, I guess I'll be sticking around to enjoy the beach a little longer.
It's over. That's how it ends. I'll enjoy the beach a little longer. Really? It's over already? No post-quest dialogue with Nouvellette? With all of them? Wait, there is an epilogue. Where's the epilogue? Wait, there's a bunch of post-quest dialogue. Is there? Wait, no, I'm reading this wrong. I think I need this one. So, I already talked to... I need to talk to, okay, there's post-quest dialogue. You can talk with Aoife, Ororon, and them. Where are they?
The fresh vegetable.
Wait, where are they? But yeah, this event was short and sweet. I loved it. I think that cutscene was fantastic. Best part of the event. Where are they? It says they are... Talk to Risley, Nouvellette, and Chevros in the Palais Memoria. So they're all the way over here. But yeah, of course, the event is good. We love Fontaine. Fontaine is always really good. Where are these people? It says they're... Oh my gosh, I'm so dumb. I literally cannot read this. I think they're somewhere around here. Oh, there they are. We're currently questioning the suspect connected to gray market gambling operations. We'll keep you posted as soon as we have any new information.
Your efforts are much appreciated.
Sounds like I'm no longer needed here. Guess I'll be on my way.
You're
One
leaving.
moment.
Oh.
As a key witness, you may be called upon to attend the follow-up trial, Mr.
Yeah,
Ramsey.
yeah.
Oh no. For real, bro?
Bro, for real, bro. Oh no, we picked up what they're saying.
But sorry. I meant, could I
For
maybe
real,
attend
bro.
anonymously?
How exactly would that work? Do you even hear yourself? I love Riolet. Riolet is everything to me. Alright, and then Ororon and the others are... They're over... Actually, they moved over here. Yeah, they're all over here. The Natlan
Earlier
boys.
on, that lady with the pink hair took a picture of a How and Kakuku together.
You sound a little disappointed.
You
Were
used to do
hoping
this to
be
get
in it
more
too?
dialogue also?
I
Okay.
was at first. But after seeing how awkward a How looked, I figured I wouldn't really fit in.
Ah.
Didn't think of sharing this any sooner? I'd have cuddled your neck and smiled for the camera! Anything to get out of being in the same frame as that thing!
Really? Well, no worries, you still can. Come here, give us a hug.
Whoever Autodone's voice actor is having such a good time.
Kenichi, have you thought about maybe
Ditching him.
ditching that
Kenichi
little
cannot
rascal?
ditch him,
Leaving him
unfortunately.
here for good when you leave?
I have. But given that a How's also an old relic, that would probably count as international smuggling. I can't bring myself to knowingly break the law.
Guess we all have our problems in life.
Nice. Okay, and then with that, I think we can advance it to 8 a.m. the next day, and it'll do something else. Yeah, they're gone now. Wait, no, they're not. Where's my quest? Oh my gosh, the way I don't even remember where it is anymore. Where is it? How do I activate this thing? The way I don't remember. Why isn't it showing up? A wish for smooth sailing. Court of Fontaine, Courtier Noboralis. Where? Over here? Why isn't the quest showing up for me? Do I need to finish the whole minigames? It says the previous quest is the price of every price. Yeah! So how do I activate this next one?
A How loves being antagonistic. Just ignore him when he's mouthing off. Don't let him get under your skin.
Kenichi.
Say that to my face!
It says, actually it's over here. It should be over here, I think. The way I literally cannot tell where it is. Do I need to advance time again? It's located in the southwestern side of the city. Oh, okay, so over here actually. Literally, where is my quest? Do I need to finish this? Why isn't it showing up? Yeah, why isn't this quest here for me? I think you need to finish the mini games, which is very, very unfortunate because I really don't want to do the mini games. That's so annoying. Because I know it's gonna take me another hour. Yes, I literally have to. Oh my gosh, I literally have to do the story, Scott. I mean, I literally have to do the mini games. Oh, that is so annoying. Okay. This will take you a lot longer than. That's what I'm saying. The fact that you have to do everything here. I'll do this on my own time then, because this is literally gonna be an hour of me just clicking stuff. Oh, what is this? Oh my goodness. Oh no. This is gonna be really silly. I'm really, really bad at this swimming. This is worse than the gliding minigames, man. Make sure to get them all. Okay, I got enough. Whoops. We did it. Wait, did we do it? Standard strategy formulated. We did it. And then we'll skip all of this.
Both of you seem even more excited than before.
Paimon hasn't actually watched that many films, but after trying
So they put Farina and Navia all behind a minigame?
the film that it's based
Screaming.
Great job, Paimon. That's exactly what our enthusiast friends were hoping you'd say. They'd be beyond delighted to hear that visitors are curious about the films that inspired these attractions. Some have even been willing to contribute extra funds out of their own pockets. Where budgets have allowed, of course.
Out of their own
Of
pockets.
course.
That's right. While the Spina di Rosula covers the cost of basic booth materials and rental fees, many fans have personally funded promotional materials and related merchandise. The cost of the booth itself isn't their main expense. Some of them have already take our official mascot, Sir Intendant Chevalier.
This is like a whole completely different side story to the event, but this was locked behind a minigame. I hate it here.
And was even dubbed the pinnacle of round bouncy cuteness. Many people have expressed interest in designing cushions based on her image, using the highest quality.
I gotta say though, I think
hiring
Navia is
the
one of the
most
best
skilled
design
artisans
characters
to
in this
mass
game
produce them.
still, even after
These
Natlan.
cushions will officially go on sale at the next convention alongside. Sounds irresistible.
Navia, I'm
after
sorry,
all.
we're skipping your
The fans
dialogue.
are
I just
doing
want to
this
do the minigame
voluntarily.
now.
The more Mora ends up in Farina's purse,
More
the better
Mora.
Sir Intendant Chevalmoran's meals will be.
Oh, Paimon likes the sound of that. Everyone working hard for something they all love without worrying about profit.
Still, we can't just ignore Mora completely. The same logic applies to the Chevalmoran film fantasy.
But thanks for
event
the
taken
advice
as a
though,
whole.
Scott. Yeah, spend all your
Once we
monies
finish
and
the
use the
standardized
food buff
strategy
every
guides,
time.
Our attractions can officially be open to the public. There's plenty of work to do at the various booths, and the park itself is a work in progress. We'll need to assign dedicated employees to maintain and manage each attraction. There's a recruitment section on the park's bulletin board. We've received many applications, and each candidate has their strengths. Our job is to match the best candidates to each attraction based on their overall performance. Once assigned, the staff will keep the attractions running, ensuring a continuous revenue stream.
Wait, so we've suddenly gone from being playtesters to heads of human resources? That's the just don't hold
That's kinda
everyone up to your
ridiculous.
own. All right, time to
Okay, minigame is a way long. Okay. Let me at least get this loop unlocked. No, no. Oh, I guess we're hiring them. But I have a feeling this is literally gonna take forever. You're right, Scott.
Looks like this particular employee is really getting into their role.
Wishing him success on the job.
In any case, with this, the Cheval Moran Film Fantasyland is now officially open. Running a theme park is a long-term project. You won't make much if you try and rush it. We're just about done with our current work setup. So let's take a short break and wait for this cycle's revenue report to come in.
End the current operation cycle. How do I end? Oh, by talking to her. Okay. End. I think we lost money. Oh no, we gained stuff.
Well, the numbers might not look that impressive. Building on this momentum to draw in the
I'm
crowds,
sorry, Navi, I'm just
invited
gonna
one
skip.
of
Oh,
Fontaine's
Escoffier.
very own celebrity chefs. My good friend Escoffier. She'll be performing right here in the amusement park's restaurant. On that note, let's go catch up with her.
So, is the restaurant part of our business strategy too? There are so many layers to this operation.
Well, we might as well. I might as well finish the story and then have the minigame fully unlocked.
The restaurant is up to standard, and the
See,
waterside
I did
location
not
will
do her
make for a
quest. I heard
unique
good
dining
things about it, though.
experience. The beautiful scenic reflections in the water create a stunning backdrop, lifting diners' spirits and allowing them to truly savor their meals. Ingredients, check. Cooking utensils, check. Looks like we're ready
She's
to
really
rumble.
yawning.
Hey there, Escoffier.
Oh, my employers are here. The president of the Spina di Rasula, plus the famous traveler and Paimon.
They really need to work on
I
the
must say,
de-essing
you
for
seem a bit
Escoffier.
overqualified to be running
Her
a film-themed
de-essing needs a
amusement
lot
park.
of work.
I'd say that if anyone here was overqualified, it would be the former head chef of the Hotel de Bourg. Wherever you walk, the aroma of fine cuisine follows in your wake.
Let's get back to business. I'm guessing you want the traveler to help me decide the theme dish for each cycle, right?
Yep.
This is the business strategy I mentioned earlier. Using Escoffier's top-tier dishes to attract more visitors to the park. But this isn't just about attracting visitors. Her culinary masterpieces will surely have other surprising effects. Just imagine, Paimon, if all
Just
you needed
imagine,
was a
Paimon.
single ticket to enjoy all the attractions and taste all the legendary food. Wouldn't you be tempted?
Then Paimon come every single day.
I'd find a way to live here.
Now, here's the twist. To get the most out of this strategy, the menu can't be made public.
Oh.
Based on
It'll
research
be
by
a
a certain
surprise.
food branding consultant, many restaurants have started offering a special chef surprise dish. So give me some inspiration every few business cycles, and I'll decide on our next theme dish. Now then, give me your hand.
Your hand.
A warm and energetic feel. Your hands are calloused from wielding your sword, but still quite delicate. When you grasp its hilt, it's like you're holding the bow of a violin. A sword, then. The theme this time shall be strength. All right, let's find out what strength looks like in gastronomical form.
Spend 30% less time to upgrade any attraction. Okay.
I've refined the sauce for these barbecue ribs. The mint extract in the seasoning leaves a refreshing aftertaste. Perfect for indulging yourself after a fun-filled day. But if you ask me, I'd say the artisans need these more than the guests.
The artisans?
As I'm sure you've noticed, this park isn't quite finished. A serving of these barbecue ribs should help the artisans replenish their strength much more quickly. As their bosses, you have an obligation to provide meals for them. So why not invite them to dine here? Who knows? The morale boost might even improve their productivity.
Okay.
Oh? If I recall correctly, you once served up some special fish and chips for the porters over at the Fleuve Centre. For several days after, the workers were all incredibly efficient. They'd finish 8 hours of work in just 5. And then, because they clocked out early, they'd come back completely refreshed the next day.
Then there's no time to lose. Go invite the artisans over while these ribs are still hot. I'll prepare some side dishes and desserts too.
That's a great idea! You really live up to your reputation, Escoffier. Looks like these themed dishes are gonna make a huge difference
I like her.
after all.
Very arrogant
We'll have
chef
to
lady.
make sure we check in with you regularly.
You Navia invite the
The
artisans
artisans
over.
are pumped and ready to roll thanks to that themed dish.
This quest just keeps going, huh?
And perfect timing, too. Let's take this chance to take the facilities of our eclectic escapades to the next...
Upgrade facility. Return.
We should be able to attract...
That's... An attraction will reach... When that happens, we can deploy more...
Okay, so this works just like the other events also. There's been very, very similar events like this minigame. Yeah, and then you want to level up their stats so you hit the break point.
Whew. That should be everything.
Huh?
Okay. It's up to us now.
Learned quite a lot, haven't we?
Oh, not at all. I imagine long-term operations.
But
sounded
yeah,
like
the
a
fact
scary
that we're very
prospect
likely
the
gonna have
first
to do
time I mentioned it,
everything to unlock the epilogue is gonna
Don't
take
let
me
that scare you.
forever.
Just break things down into smaller steps and tackle them one at a time. Even if you're not a genius or naturally gifted, you'll get it done in the end.
Whoa, seeing your own progress has really got Paimon fired up! Actually, she's gonna jot your words of encouragement right down. From here on out, we'll be running the Cheval Moran Film Fantasyland together. Let's make it a big success!
Ding. Okay, so unfortunately that did not unlock the epilogue, it looks like. Yeah, it did not, so I do not have an hour to sit around, and I don't want to spend an hour doing that. So I will grind this off stream. I have another week to grind this event, so I will do this off stream, and you have to manage the Fantasyland to unlock it, man. Yeah, this is gonna take forever. Okay, so yeah, I will deal with this another time. For now, we're gonna end. Event was good. But I do not want to spend another hour doing this because my brain is not prepared to do that right now. We're gonna end here. Tonight I plan on being live with Metaphor. I plan on being live with Metaphor later tonight. And we're gonna do a lot more grinding in that.